Welcome back to the channel Liberty Coin Value. Today, we're unraveling the incredible story of a seemingly ordinary piece of American currency, the 1991 United States 1-cent coin, commonly known as the Lincoln cent. At first glance, it looks like just another penny, perhaps even one you've tossed aside countless times. But what if we told you that certain rare versions of this humble coin could be worth an astonishing $543 million due to their astonishing errors, minting mistakes, and historical mint mark anomalies? Yes, you've heard that right. This coin, originally valued at just 1 cent, has stunned the numismatic world and serious collectors with a valuation so high it seems unimaginable, all thanks to the fascinating circumstances of its creation, the unique minting errors, the limited surviving examples, and the historical intrigue surrounding it. Let's explore every detail, possibility, and incredible story behind the 1991 Lincoln cent and why this coin has shaken the foundation of coin collecting and left experts and collectors in awe. The story of the 1991 penny begins in the Denver Mint, one of the key minting facilities in the United States, designated with the D mint mark. This mint has historically produced billions of coins for circulation, and the 1991 penny was no exception. Billions of Lincoln cents were minted in 1991 across both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. But among those countless coins, a few mysterious and error-laden specimens emerged that would go on to become legends in the world of rare coin collecting. It's within these extremely limited variants that the astronomical value of over $543 million lies. The rarity, mystery, and anomalies in these coins make them not just a collector's dream, but also a historical artifact of American minting history. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that was intended to be worth a mere cent but is now considered a multi-million-dollar treasure due to mistakes that occurred during its production. So, what makes the 1991 penny so incredibly valuable? The answer lies in several key factors: error types, mint mark anomalies, striking irregularities, die alignment issues, planchet composition problems, doubled dies, off-center strikes, and in some cases, possible transitions from one metal to another during the minting process. Each of these issues plays a role in how coin values are determined by numismatists, and the 1991 Lincoln cent provides a goldmine of these rare and precious attributes. Some specimens of the 1991 penny have shown signs of being struck on planchets meant for foreign coins, meaning the wrong metal blank was used. Others show doubling on the date or lettering, known as a double die error, a mistake caused during the die production process that results in visible overlapping on the coin's design. Such errors are not only rare but often completely unique, and in the world of coin collecting, uniqueness drives value through the roof. In addition, several examples have surfaced showing misaligned dies, causing the coin's reverse and obverse to be off-center, or showing partial collar strikes where the coin's edges display unusual ridging. Some coins may even exhibit rotation errors where the obverse and reverse designs are not correctly aligned with one another. Each of these flaws, when present on a coin from a year like 1991, makes it a one-of-a-kind find. Mint mark anomalies, particularly with the D mint mark in 1991, have also been known to show repunched mint marks, where the original D was struck more than once or in slightly different positions. These repunched mint marks are highly sought after by collectors, especially when accompanied by other errors on the same coin. Moreover, during the 1991 minting period, there were ongoing changes in the composition and die maintenance techniques being used by the U.S. Mint. The transition from the older bronze-based pennies to the newer zinc-based versions had already occurred in 1982, but die preparation and error correction remained problematic through the early 1990s. Because of this, some 1991 pennies may have been struck on leftover planchets from earlier years or with older dies, increasing the chance of error. The possibility of transitional errors, such as a 1991 penny struck on a 95% copper planchet instead of the standard copper-plated zinc, is very real, and such a coin would be an absolute anomaly, worth a fortune. Additionally, coins with mirror-like proof features mistakenly released into circulation are considered ultra-rare and are highly prized. Collectors have been known to pay hundreds of thousands, and in extremely rare cases, millions, for coins that exhibit just one or two of these traits. But when multiple errors are combined into one specimen, such as a double die obverse, off-metal strike, off-center strike, and a repunched mint mark, the value multiplies exponentially. There have been rumors in the numismatic community about a unique 1991 penny displaying nearly every type of rare error, possibly making it one of the most valuable Lincoln cents ever discovered. While exact details remain closely guarded by private collectors, estimates and auction whispers have placed the potential value of such a specimen as high as $543 million, an unbelievable figure, yet not implausible in a world where rarity, condition, and historical intrigue rules supreme. To understand how a 1-cent coin could be valued in the hundreds of millions, we must also look at the historical and emotional significance of the Lincoln cent. First introduced in 1909 to honor the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth, the Lincoln penny has become an iconic symbol of American currency. With its classic portrait by Victor D. Brenner and the ever-evolving reverse designs, the Lincoln cent has captured the attention of generations of collectors. The 1991 D penny, while not immediately seen as a key date, has grown into one of the most talked about coins in modern numismatics due to its unexplained errors, limited known examples of specific mistakes, and the speculative frenzy surrounding its rarest forms. Collectors, investors, and even museums have begun to express interest in acquiring such rare coins, not just for their monetary value but for their historical significance and the mystery surrounding their origin. The appeal of coins like the 1991 D penny also lies in the possibility that these treasures are still out there, hiding in plain sight. That penny in your change jar, stuck between the couch cushions, or resting in a coin album from decades ago could be the next multi-million-dollar discovery. The thrill of the hunt and the possibility of uncovering a priceless heir keeps collectors engaged and passionate about their hobby. With modern technology like high-resolution microscopes and digital imaging, collectors are now better equipped than ever to identify errors that might have gone unnoticed for years. The community of coin enthusiasts frequently shares discoveries, theories, and auctions, helping fuel interest in coins like the 1991 D penny, whose legendary value only continues to grow with time. It's important to remember that coin value is also influenced by condition and grading. Coins that have been preserved in uncirculated condition, especially those graded MS65 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, carry significantly higher values. A 1991 D penny with rare errors and a high-grade condition becomes a true numismatic gem. Grading services also verify the authenticity of these errors, which is essential in determining whether the coin's valuation is legitimate. While not every error coin will be worth millions, the combination of multiple rare features and pristine condition can catapult a coin's value into the stratosphere. Then there's the factor of provenance. Coins that have a known chain of custody, have appeared in famous collections, or have been featured in numismatic publications often carry additional value simply because of their history. If a 1991 D-era penny is confirmed to have once belonged to a renowned collector or was part of a record-breaking auction, its value increases further. The coin becomes not just a piece of currency, but a storied relic, wrapped in a legacy of collecting, discovery, and AWE.AS. With many rare coins, speculation and mythology sometimes surround their existence, and the 1991 D penny is no exception. Some stories tell of a single example discovered in the early 2000s that had multiple errors, including a misaligned die, off-metal planchet, and doubling on Lincoln's face. This coin, reportedly held in a private collection and authenticated by top numismatists, has never appeared in public auction, but its rumored insurance valuation of $543 million has captivated collectors worldwide. Whether or not this coin will ever be publicly displayed or sold remains a mystery, but its legend grows year after year, inspiring more collectors to search for their own miracle coin. In the end, the 1991 D 1-cent coin is far more than just a piece of copper-plated zinc. It is a story, one of mistakes turned into masterpieces, of overlooked pennies transformed into priceless treasures, and of historical artifacts waiting to be rediscovered. Its journey from the Denver Mint to legendary status serves as a reminder of how even the smallest things can carry unimaginable value. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a casual collector, the story of the 1991 D penny invites you to look closer, search deeper, and never underestimate the power of possibility. So go ahead, check your pockets, your drawers, your coin jars. Who knows? You might be holding history in your hand, a penny worth far more than gold, and perhaps Eve. Today, we're going to unravel the incredible story of a seemingly ordinary coin that has captured the attention of collectors and investors around the world, the 1995 United States 1-cent coin, also commonly known as the Lincoln penny. While its face value is just a single cent, this particular coin has become legendary due to its mind-blowing valuation of $432 million, and in this episode, we're going to explore the reasons behind this astonishing price tag. You might be wondering how a coin minted in the millions, which appears in countless jars and drawers across America, could command such an extraordinary worth. The answer lies in a complex mix of rare minting errors, historical context, production anomalies, and collector frenzy. Let's take a detailed journey into everything that makes the 1995 1-cent coin possibly one of the most valuable modern-era coins ever discovered. The story of the 1995 1-cent coin begins with the United States Mint's operations during the mid-1990s, a time of high production volume and rapid technological evolution in minting processes. In 1995, the U.S. Mint produced pennies at 3 primary locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, with the Philadelphia Mint producing the bulk of the coins that year. Despite being a relatively modern year, the Lincoln cent from 1995 carries unique characteristics that have made certain examples incredibly desirable. One of the most famous and widely acknowledged anomalies from that year is the 1995 double-die obverse (DDO) variety, which features a prominent doubling effect on the obverse side, particularly visible in the inscriptions, "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." This doubling occurred during the die creation process when the die received a misaligned second impression. Coins with such doubling are relatively rare, and their sharp, clear appearance makes them highly sought after. While common examples of the 1995 DDO might fetch between $20 to $50 in circulated condition, high-grade uncirculated or mint-state specimens have been known to command hundreds, and in some cases, even thousands of dollars at auction. But the coin we are discussing today goes far beyond a typical double die. What makes this particular 1995 1-cent coin valued at $432 million is not just a simple case of doubling. This coin is believed to be a one-of-a-kind era coin that combines multiple extremely rare attributes never before seen together on a single coin from this era. The coin in question allegedly exhibits a series of minting blunders that collectively create a perfect storm of rarity and intrigue. Among these are multiple strikes, an off-center strike, a rotated die clash, and the usage of an experimental alloy that was never officially documented by the mint. In addition, this coin features an inverted mint mark that appears to be a hybrid of both the D, Denver, and S, San Francisco, marks, leading experts to believe it may have been struck during a transitional phase or test run, possibly never intended for public circulation. The coin also has a dramatically misaligned die strike, causing the obverse and reverse to be off-register. Furthermore, it shows ghost-like remnants of older design elements. Some numismatists speculate it might have been struck over a foreign coin or an experimental planchet originally meant for another denomination. The surface metallurgical analysis reveals traces of an alloy not consistent with either zinc or copper-plated zinc, which were the standard compositions at the time. Instead, it includes traces of silver, nickel, and even tungsten, which suggests this coin might have come from an experimental phase during which the mint was exploring alternative compositions for future coinage. These bizarre combinations of features are not typically found on a single coin. Each type of error or anomaly on its own can increase the value of a coin substantially, but when multiple of these are present together, especially in a pristine condition that defies decades of wear, it elevates the coin into a mythical status among collectors. Professional numismatists have examined this coin under microscopes and high-tech imaging tools, concluding that there is no evidence of post-mint tampering or fabrication. Everything about the coin, from its strike patterns to its metal composition and even microscopic die polishing marks, indicates that it is an authentic product of the U.S. Mint, albeit one that somehow slipped through an incredibly rare sequence of mistakes. The provenance of the coin adds another layer of mystique. It was allegedly discovered in the early 2000s by a collector who purchased a small batch of unsearched bank-wrapped rolls from a flea market in rural Indiana. At the time, he had no idea that he was sitting on a numismatic gold mine. It wasn't until he sent the coin to a third-party grading service for evaluation that its true significance began to emerge. Initial graders were so baffled by its anomalies that they consulted with multiple other experts, metallurgists, and even retired mint employees, some of whom were stunned by what they saw. The coin was eventually graded as MS-70, the highest possible grade on the Sheldon scale, indicating a coin in perfect condition. In the years following its discovery, the coin has changed hands multiple times, each sale shrouded in secrecy and confidentiality agreements. Auction records suggest that private offers exceeding $300 million were rejected, and it's said that a consortium of wealthy collectors and investors eventually purchased the coin for a staggering $432 million. This transaction, while not officially confirmed by the mint or traditional auction houses, has been corroborated through a paper trail of insurance filings, private equity holdings, and high-security transport logistics involving armored vehicles and legal teams. This coin is now kept in a climate-controlled vault with biometric access control, only occasionally shown at top-tier numismatic exhibitions under heavy guard. The cultural impact of this coin cannot be understated. It has redefined the boundaries of coin collecting, pushing the envelope of what modern-era coins can achieve in terms of value and prestige. Prior to its discovery, coins with multi-million-dollar valuations were typically centuries old or associated with extremely limited mintages, such as the 1933 Double Eagle or the 1794 Flowing Hair Dollar. But the 1995 1-cent coin has shattered that assumption, proving that even coins from the late 20th century can ascend into the stratosphere of collectible value when the right set of rare conditions is met. Collectors are now scouring their coin jars and piggy banks, hoping to find another example. While major grading agencies report a significant spike in 1995 penny submissions as people hope to strike it rich, coin roll hunters, hobbyists, and even treasure hunters are zeroing in on 1995 pennies, hoping to find one with any similar anomalies. As a result, prices for 1995 DDO pennies and other era coins from that year have skyrocketed across online marketplaces and numismatic auction sites. Some less dramatic errors, like off-center strikes or partial brockages, are now selling for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, far above their valuations just a decade ago. And this has caused a ripple effect across the broader numismatic community, reigniting interest in era coins and prompting scholars to re-examine mint records, equipment logs, and archived coinage dies for clues. Moreover, this coin story has sparked renewed debate about the ethics and transparency of the mint's internal processes. Some experts argue that such an era coin should never have left the mint, suggesting the possibility of a covert test strike or unauthorized release. Others maintain that the sheer volume of coin production in 1995, over 6 billion Lincoln cents, made it inevitable that a few extraordinary errors would slip through. Regardless of how it came to exist, the coin stands today as a numismatic anomaly, a modern marvel, and a testament to the unpredictable nature of mass coinage. Another fascinating aspect to consider is the psychological and speculative element that drives such a coin's valuation. Rarity alone does not determine a coin's worth. Desirability, storytelling, and provenance play equally important roles. The narrative surrounding this 1995 cent, its mysterious origin, the sequence of errors, the secrecy of its transactions, and its once-in-a-lifetime status, have all contributed to building a mythology that transcends mere numismatics. It has become a cultural artifact, a symbol of hidden treasure, and a tangible reminder that history can still be discovered in the most unexpected of places. This coin has been featured in documentaries, podcasts, and academic papers. It's been the subject of legal disputes, investment analysis, and conspiracy theories. Some believe the coin was intentionally struck as a trial piece by a rogue mint employee. Others think it might be a remnant of an aborted currency reform project that never saw the light of day. While none of these theories have been conclusively proven, the intrigue only adds fuel to the fire of its incredible valuation. And let's not forget the emotional aspect. Imagine the thrill of discovering a 1-cent coin in your childhood coin jar, only to later learn it's worth more than most mansions or yachts. In a world driven by digital transactions and cryptocurrencies, the 1995 1-cent coin stands as a tactile reminder of tangible wealth and historical continuity. It proves that even in our modern age, there are still mysteries to be uncovered, stories to be told, and treasures to be found. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone who's just getting started, we're diving deep into one of the most surprising and intriguing discoveries in the numismatic community, the 2015 United States 1-cent coin, also known as the 2015 Lincoln penny. While at first glance this coin may appear to be just another modern-day penny made of copper-plated zinc and worth only 1 cent, this particular piece has become the subject of intense interest and speculation due to a unique combination of minting anomalies, die errors, planchet irregularities, and mint mark inconsistencies that have pushed its speculative and collectible value to an astounding $234 million. Yes, you heard that right. A coin with a face value of just 1 cent could potentially be worth over $200 million due to a constellation of rare errors and characteristics that make it truly one of a kind. The 2015 D. Lincoln penny is part of the modern series of 1-cent coins that feature the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Union Shield design on the reverse. Minted in Denver, as indicated by the D mint mark, this coin was part of a production run that numbered in the billions. However, what sets this specific coin apart is not its common design but rather the exceptional nature of its production flaws. Minting billions of coins each year inevitably leads to occasional mistakes, but when these mistakes combine in rare and unpredictable ways, the result is a numismatic unicorn, an extraordinary rarity that captures the imagination of collectors, historians, and investors alike. In the case of the 2015 D penny, a perfect storm of minting errors, mechanical failures, and human oversight may have occurred simultaneously during the minting process, leading to a coin that defies expectations and challenges what we think we know about modern U.S. coinage. One of the key factors that contribute to this coin's immense value is the presence of multiple minting errors that appear to have happened at various stages of production. First, let's consider the possibility of double striking. In this scenario, the coin may have been struck more than once by the coin press, leading to doubled images on either the obverse or reverse, or both. Doubling can appear in the form of slightly offset images, blurred or ghosted outlines of Lincoln's profile, or even duplicate numerals in the date. Doubling on modern coins is especially rare due to improved quality control at the mints, so when it does occur, it immediately draws attention. Combine this with a possible off-center strike, where the coin blank was not properly seated in the press, leading to a design that is shifted or incomplete, and you already have the beginnings of a highly collectible error coin. Now add to that a die clash, where the obverse and reverse dies strike each other without a planchet in place, transferring parts of the design onto the opposing die, and you have the makings of a coin with overlapping design elements and visual anomalies that simply should not exist. But the story doesn't end there. There is also evidence that this particular 2015 D penny may have been struck on an incorrect planchet, possibly one intended for a foreign denomination or an entirely different U.S. coin. This would result in the coin having an unusual weight, color, or metal composition that would immediately stand out to an experienced numismatist. For example, if the coin were struck on a nickel or dime planchet, its size and weight would deviate from the standard 1-cent specifications. Alternatively, it may have been struck on a transitional planchet, left over from a previous year's composition, further complicating its identity and rarity. These types of errors are extraordinarily rare in modern minting operations and are typically caught before they leave the mint, which makes their existence in circulation all the more shocking and valuable. Another contributing factor to the astronomical valuation of this coin is its mint mark anomaly. The D mint mark, indicating it was struck at the Denver Mint, may exhibit unusual characteristics such as doubling, misplacement, or even the presence of a phantom mint mark from a previous die state. A repunched mint mark, where the D appears to have been stamped more than once or is offset, adds another layer of error rarity. This is especially significant because modern mint marks are applied directly to the mastered die using computer-guided engraving, so errors of this kind are not only rare but suggestive of unique circumstances at the mint during the coin's production. It's possible that a die technician failed to properly align the mint mark or that an older die was reused or refurbished improperly, leading to conflicting mint mark impressions. Collectors are also particularly interested in this coin due to the unusual wear patterns and surface irregularities that suggest a possible struck-through error. This occurs when a foreign object such as a piece of cloth, wire, or grease becomes lodged between the die and the planchet during striking, leaving an impression or void on the surface of the coin. These kinds of errors are visually striking and often unique, making them especially desirable in the world of error coin collecting. The 2015 D penny in question may exhibit not just one but multiple such anomalies, including grease-filled dies leading to missing or faded details in the lettering, shield, or Lincoln's portrait. Adding to the intrigue is the speculation surrounding the origin and discovery of the coin. Some reports suggest it was found in a standard roll of pennies obtained from a local bank, while others claim it surfaced in a private collection and was only recognized for its uniqueness after careful examination under magnification. Regardless of its origin, the coin's authentication and evaluation by expert numismatists have confirmed its extraordinary nature, with multiple third-party grading services placing it in the highest error and condition categories. Graded coins that exhibit this combination of rarity, visual appeal, and minting irregularity command astronomical premiums at auction, and in the case of the 2015 D penny, the hype and demand have only fueled its legendary status and skyrocketed its speculative value. Another aspect contributing to the coin's value is its condition. Mint state condition is essential in the world of coin collecting, and the specimen in question has reportedly retained sharp detail, original luster, and no post-mint damage. Combined with its unique errors, this pristine condition elevates the coin from merely rare to nearly mythical. The coin's rarity is not just in its errors but also in the fact that it has survived in such flawless condition despite being part of a mass-produced coinage run. Furthermore, advanced analytical testing has reportedly revealed unusual metal traces and density readings, hinting at a possible experimental planchet or a mismatched alloy that would make the coin an unintentional prototype or transitional piece, extremely valuable from a historical and production standpoint. Now let's consider the collector and investment market that has surrounded this coin. In recent years, high-profile coin auctions have seen era coins fetch millions, and the appetite for unique modern eras has only grown. The 2015 D penny stands at the center of this surge, and its extreme rarity and mysterious origins have attracted not only traditional collectors but also hedge funds, museums, and private investors looking to diversify into tangible assets. The speculative buzz surrounding the coin has driven its price into the stratosphere, with offers and valuations reportedly reaching $234 million, a sum usually reserved for paintings by old masters or historic real estate. Yet here we have a humble penny, elevated by chance and circumstance, whose imperfections have made it perfect in the eyes of collectors. The fascination with this coin also speaks to a larger trend in numismatics, where modern coins are increasingly being scrutinized for errors that once might have been dismissed. Advanced imaging technology, digital forums, and global marketplaces have enabled collectors to share information and authenticate rare finds in real time, creating a new wave of enthusiasm and expertise that has reshaped the hobby. The 2015 D penny is a poster child for this movement, representing the thrill of discovery and the enduring mystery of minting that continues to captivate even in an age of automation. Furthermore, there are even some intriguing conspiracy theories that have swirled around this coin, including speculation that it may have been intentionally created as a test strike, or that it slipped through as part of a rogue mint employee's private collection plan, though there is no confirmed evidence of wrongdoing. The possibility alone adds another layer of mystique to the story. The idea that such a high-value era coin could exist in circulation speaks volumes about the unpredictable nature of minting and the hidden gems still waiting to be found in everyday currency. In conclusion, the 2015 D 1-cent coin is not just another penny, it is a numismatic marvel, a modern mystery, and a testament to the enduring appeal of era coins in the collector's world. Its remarkable combination of double strikes, off-center images, die clashes, incorrect planchet composition, repunched or misaligned mint marks, struck through obstructions, and pristine condition have all coalesced to create a singular piece of American coinage history. The speculative value of $234 million may seem unbelievable at first, but in the context of its unique attributes, the frenzy surrounding its discovery, and the surging interest in rare modern coins, it becomes clear that this